Welcome. I'm just going to say it. I still like The Simpsons. I know it's not as good as it used to be, but I still enjoy it. And with 30 odd seasons there, which are regularly repeated on the television, I can just quite happily sit and watch an episode, even if it's while I'm doing something else, and it still makes me laugh. This yellow family seems to have been around forever. In fact, for some of you watching, it's probably been around longer than you've been alive. And in the late 90s and early 2000s, not only was it around on television, but there was also quite a few games going around. A few of the highlights are the very flawed, yet very good fun, the Simpsons Wrestling for the PlayStation 1, the Crazy Taxi clone-like Simpsons Road Rage, and the game I want to talk about today, the Simpsons Hit and Run. Widely regarded as the best Simpsons tie-in game ever made, for very good reason, this is a game still talked about and praised today. And, having recently just replayed it myself, you can have just as much fun today as you did when it first came out as well. It came out on various platforms, GameCube, PS2, original Xbox. It's easy enough to get a hold of, although it is the most expensive Simpsons game at the moment, but worth the money in my humble opinion, and it is a full-on open world fun fest. The game itself, like many other games at the time, took great inspiration from Grand Theft Auto 3. Now, no, you're not going around shooting people, running people over, that sort of thing. It's kept Simpsons age appropriate. But that actually helps make it something unique. It's definitely not a GTA clone. You can become one of the Simpsons family. I think Homer's probably regarded as most of our favourites. Let me know in the comments your favourite Simpsons character. And hey, why not give me a like as well? Obviously I'm not going to do any spoilers because I want you to play this game if you haven't already. But you're basically there as the Simpsons family witnessing some rather strange events happen. So you go out to investigate. And yes, you do find a bit of a conspiracy there at the source of it all, from some familiar faces. And actually, I think it's the familiar faces, which is one of the first things to mention, which make this game so great. The Simpsons has a fantastic supporting cast of characters, and you get to interact with a great many of them, whether it's giving you missions, sending you off to do things in a timed fashion, or a fetch quest, or giving you information about your own quest to find out what exactly is going on. In Springfield, the interactions are fun. It feels like you're playing an elongated episode of the programme. The voice acting is absolutely spot on as well. It just works. It is the closest you will get in a video game to playing in the Simpsons world. And speaking of the world, yes, it is open world. The main thing that people tend to enjoy about the game isn't the missions, although they are good fun to do, it's exploring Springfield. It's getting in a car, and yes, you've got a variety of cars you can choose from. A la Grand Theft Auto, you can help yourself to ones as well. And you can get out there, cause a bit of destruction. There's plenty of collectibles and Easter eggs along the way to come across. And just drive around Springfield. Who wouldn't want to do that? The exploration is probably the key part to the game. So if and when you do play it, do have a good look around because it's, dare I say, the most fun. That said, of course, there is a story to play through, which I personally find quite engaging. If they made I don't want to say a movie, because I don't think they're going to make another Simpsons movie, but a special longer episode and decided to make it with this storyline, it could be one of the best ever. Get out there and find out what's happening to Springfield and its citizens. Race against the clock, race other Springfielders. Perform stunts. Destroy, or at least stop by damaging, other vehicles, all in your quest along the way. Maybe do half an hour, 3 or 4 missions, get the main plot progressed, get yourself intrigued, and then just disappear doing side missions for an hour. There's plenty of other subplots to enjoy, and they're all full of brilliant Springfield Simpsons wackiness. Your playable characters are Homer, of course, you actually get to be him twice, you get to be Bart twice as well, Lisa, Marge, and good friend of the family, Apu Nahasapima Petalon. Just be wary, because if you cause too much damage and you cause too much chaos, your hit and run meter will fill up and you'll have Chief Wiggum and the Springfield Police Department to answer to. And unlike in the cartoon, they're surprisingly competent at catching and crashing into you. I always have a great time playing this game. There's nothing wrong with still being a fan of The Simpsons after all this time. And if you want to have some prime Simpsons when it was absolutely at its best, but you don't want to re-watch the show because you've seen it just a few too many times, why not give this game a go? It's as good today as it was when it came out. And I think it could be the best licensed video game ever made. Let me know if you agree in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you next time. Ta-da for now.